Welcome back to Hiking with Kathleen. Today we are in the beautiful province of Newfoundland, and we've been here since yesterday. I got our site set up probably around 7:30 or 8 o'clock local time, and so Shannon and I are just getting ready. We're going to do some errands. We are camping in a campground that is not too far from St. John's, Newfoundland. So we had a ferry ride, and before we signed off last time, the ferry ride was something we expected would take about 16 hours. We could feel the ship going through really rough waters. We rented a cabin, which they're very small, but hey, it provided us with beds and a place for the cat to roam around. So it turns out we didn't get a lot of sleep that night, and I sat up and did editing for the video that you would have seen on our trip from Ontario to Nova Scotia. So that video was put together while I was on board, and we had to wait in the harbor about another 3 hours for the water to calm down. That's how it is when you're on a ferry, because they can't bring you in close to... That's a helicopter going overhead. Yeah, you can't anchor, or you can't dock the ship when there's a lot of wind, and there's lots of cars and things like that that are down below, so you have to make sure that it's going to be a smooth landing for all. Anyway, we're here now and we are ready to explore. Stay with us, won't you? Okay, so we came to St. John's in order to upload a video at some sort of Wi-Fi place and do grocery shopping and laundry. Turns out we're going to do the Wi-Fi thing and laundry back at the campground, and we're going to do grocery shopping after we look around. So that's what we're on our way to do right now. Okay, we're expecting to get our steps in today. We're going uphill, and that's just the way these streets are designed. We're admiring the colorful buildings, and that's what these homes are built on, is on hills with the colorful buildings, colorful houses. With this GoPro, you don't get a real sense of the steepness of these streets. We're walking on quite a steep road. So what do you think?
I like seeing the colorful houses along the shoreline up in the rock area. Very colorful. I love it.
Thought she was following me. Are you being inappropriate again?
Well, sort of.
So we have a beautiful view behind us, behind these iron gates. But one of the things I guess we're most impressed by when we first arrived from the ferry yesterday is how thick the forests are as you come through here, full of coniferous trees, the ones that are cone bearing, or what we call evergreen trees. So I had a lot of those, and then we continued along the highway and we saw largely rock surfaces. So I guess this is the province they call is the Rock, right? And so yeah, just beautiful scenery along the way, and now we're in beautiful St. John's. And so we only put a short amount of time in the meter, so we're just having a quick look around town because we thought we were going to be doing a few different things here. After we finish having a look in this vicinity, we'll find a grocery store, get a few errands run, head back to the campground, and continue our travels there. So we just finished a quick walk around downtown St. John's, and we went into a store named Wild Things. And the young woman was very, very helpful. I asked if she was a proprietor or an employee, and she said her parents were the owners of the store, and so she works along with them as their daughter. So we were asking her where to find certain things, and she came up
Please drive to highlighted route.
And she came up with a list of things that she, and this is the name of the business. Her name's Angela, and I just found that she was very, very helpful. So I kind of like to mention that to people, because then if you're looking for something to do in a town and you come to St. John's, she's a really good person to use as a resource. So we're going to be on our way to the grocery store, get that job done, and move on from there. So welcome to our dinner table. We spent the day doing chores. So we went into St. John's, picked up some groceries, nice full fridge again. And then we did our laundry. I uploaded a video that shows our journey from Ontario to Nova Scotia. And we were about to have a lobster dinner. This is what we bought at the grocery store. Woo, doggy. So thanks for joining us for this meal. We'll see you again, probably in the morning.
Get our captain comes up from down below. He looks aloft and he looks alow. He looks so low and he looks aloft, saying let's coil those ropes, boys, fore and aft, with the big bow wow, dow row row. Where the sharks will have his body and the devil take his soul, with the big bow wow, dow row row. All the right all day, with the big bow wow, dow row row. All the right all day.
Holes. So that's a characteristic of a baleen whale. Fox, ready? 1, 2, 3.
So most of what we had a chance to see was on Gull Island, where a lot of the puffins find safety. So we're just finishing up the afternoon today, and this is our last day. We weren't here in the St. John's area for very long. We arrived by ferry 2 nights ago, didn't get to the campsite till about 7 p.m. Yesterday, as I'd mentioned, was our catch up on buying groceries, getting our laundry done, and uploading another video. So we got that done, and then today the weather was amazing, and so we went for a boat ride. So I guess it was focused on finding puffins, and there's a colony that's well known, well over 300,000 puffins that are nesting in that area called Gull Island. And other birds are their predators, interestingly enough, because they really don't have to worry about mammals. It's an island that most mammals can't swim to. Although I think they did say that they have seen a moose there. Moose are very strong swimmers, but this is having to go through the ocean in order to get to that island. So that's what we did. And then I just finished a hike. Shannon had some downtime, and I finished a hike around a body of water, all within walking distance here. The name of the facility is called a Flavarium. That is the study of streams. So we didn't go into the building, but I brought my camera, and the footage I've taken from there is what you will have a chance to see. It's not very different from what we would see in Ontario, but it's neat to see that there are some parts of Newfoundland that are reminiscent of home. The name of the park that we're staying in is called Pippy Park, and it was actually recommended to us by other friends that have traveled to Newfoundland. And it was good because, you know, St. John's is like 10 minutes away, so we even made another stop at the grocery store in St. John's today. So that makes it ultra handy. It has laundry on site. It has Wi-Fi in the laundromat. That's free. So, I mean, those things are really nice to have available to you when you're camping. What highlights can you think of?
All the bodies of water when you're driving around. It's very hilly, and pine trees after pine trees. When we first got here, we saw a snowshoe hare, so that was pretty exciting to see. I like that there are gravel in their campsites, not a lot of sand, so you keep your trailer a little cleaner for sure. It's just really beautiful around here. I'm looking forward to exploring the rest of the island.
We should also mention Miley's been enjoying her time here. Not while it's been raining, and I mean, we have had rain on and off throughout our time. Today, not a drop of rain, but Miley, I put her out in the tent this morning, and it was wet from last night's rain. She wasn't that impressed with me, but today's in pretty good shape. Well, we left Pippy Park campground this morning, and that was very close to St. John's, so it was a very convenient location. We stayed there for 3 nights, and we have just arrived in Terra Nova National Park. And so we just got everything all set up. It took us, we're getting pretty quick at this. And also there are bugs, so it kept us moving. So this time we put up the dining shelter. We haven't done that yet on this camping trip. We took the bikes down from the front of the trailer, and now we have them locked up inside the dining shelter. So we hope to use them at this this park. It was beautiful driving across Newfoundland in order to get here. Lots of opportunity to see the ocean, bays. Yeah, it was just a really neat experience, but we didn't have many pullovers, and we didn't want to do that really. We wanted to make sure we just got here and got set up so that we can start exploring the area by leaving the trailer stationary. Miley's very happy we're here. She doesn't like the driving part, but she's very happy when she gets to a new campground with new odors. So these are really nice campsites. I have to say there was a lot of great things about Pippy Park. We did a couple of walkabouts at the end of the day, and that's a really great place to consider booking as you get off the ferry, because it's close to St. John's, so you can load up on your groceries, gas, whatever it is you need. But it's nice to now move away from the larger cities and be able to admire the natural beauty. So I see that there is a site beside us. There isn't much of a buffer zone, but the buffer zone behind us is amazing. We were given the warning as we came through the gate and registered. We are in bear country. I hope that we have a chance to see a bear. Certainly not an aggressive encounter, but it'd be really awesome to be able to see some campground bears that aren't accustomed to people. That I would really love. So anyway, we'll keep you posted as we continue our travels. Yeah. It's the warning call. Is that the iceberg? Yes. We're just becoming familiar with Terra Nova National Park, and there's some pretty spectacular views, and we don't know a lot about the park, so I can't identify off the top what body of water this is, but I'm here to have a better look at it. Wow. Look at this. How'd you like to have this view?
This is pretty sweet.
Wow. We're really impressed with the scenery around Newfoundland. First off, there's a lot of coniferous trees, so it looks rather rugged and thick. And you know, we got our our intro to bear smarts as we came through the gate. So we were hoping to get to their park store. They don't actually open until tomorrow, which is the start of the season for that, which would be June 24th, 2022. And we'll see if we can get a bear barrel. We have one at home. We forgot to bring it. So anyway, we decided if we got a small one, that might help alleviate some of our concerns with, you know, cat food and things like that that are triggers for bears. Toothpaste. There's a whole list of things that are on the list they gave to us. Things to be aware of that you should either put in your vehicle or in a bear barrel. Anyway, we're gonna just take this in. So they have an area that you can rent. It's sort of like the cabins that we showed you at the Pinery. A sky pod is what it's called. Imagine your view from there. So we're just roaming around a little bit in the truck, just getting ourselves oriented. So that's a cool place. If you're flying into Newfoundland, that'd be a great place to stay. A place with a view. I'm up on this sort of high area of higher ground. There's a nice breeze up here from time to time. And you can see that this is an area that is frequented by moose, because there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, many piles of droppings. Oh my goodness, all over. All over. And so we know that moose frequent this area. None of it is fresh, as in happened in the last day or the last week, but those are fresh moose droppings. So anyway, lots of wildlife to be found here in Terra Nova. You want to be protected from them. It's a good thing it's on the outside. What are you making?
Fresh rolls. Salad, fresh rolls. Mango, lettuce, cucumber, radish. Carrot.
And this is...
Peanut sauce.
When we're camping, we eat a nice healthy meal just like when we're at home. So you saw the lobster the other day. And yesterday we had pork chops. Well, today it's a vegetarian meal, so we're having fresh rolls for dinner. Good morning. This is our first morning in Terra Nova National Park. And it's the best of the mornings we're going to have, I think, in the next couple of days. It'll actually reach a high of 30 degrees Celsius this afternoon. That's according to the Humidex. And right now it's about 16 or 18 degrees Celsius, so it's very comfortable. So I'm out on my hike today. I did a little reading on the mammals that are found in this area, and a number of those mammals are introduced species. Examples would be moose, red squirrels, chipmunks, let me see, the Norway rat, so and a few others. What's nice is not to have any raccoons, although there are bears. And so they give you the bear rundown. So anyway, we didn't see any sort of signs of bear activity. I would love to get some footage of a bear. But anyway, I'm making my way right now to the coastal trail. We had a chance to drive around the park and we saw where the coastal trail was. So I'm going to take that and walk up to the visitor center. And Shanna's going to do some other things this morning, and then she's going to meet me at the visitor center. We both love that kind of thing. Find out more about the natural inhabitants of the area. So that's what we have ahead. I'm on a neat little campground trail that's going to shave off a little bit of time and keep me off the roads a little longer, and bring me up to the coastal trail. I've already done a bit of walking up the stairs. This is where Shannon and I drove to yesterday. Yeah, magnificent view. So this is the outdoor theater for Terra Nova National Park, and I believe it is only just opening now that it's kind of regarded as peak season. It's been a really nice walk, really interesting and really hot. There are certain areas where there's been a lot of bugs, and when you're close to the water, the open water, then the bugs sort of are at bay. But when you're inside the forest, that's when you end up getting swarms, and then I have to cover up. Thank goodness I brought my water and my map. Okay, so I'm kind of running out of steam, and look at who comes to meet me. And assures me she's hands-free, so I was happy to give her my tripod. But yeah, this is pretty rugged because I walked from the campground to the coastal trail, and that took an hour, but lots of stairs and, you know, up and down just like the trail itself. So anyway, I think this is about, do you know what time it is?
Probably noon, or
Okay,
maybe close to.
so it's 12:15. By the time we finish this, that'll be a 4-hour hike. So, and Shannon assures me we're not too far from the visitor center, which is where we were planning to meet up. So we're looking forward to that.
With you through fire and rain, hand in hand, my love, I'll keep you safe. Where will our story go? You're all I want to know.
We're going for a little bike ride, and just check out, see what I can maybe video underwater for us. We're going to head down to their day use area, and that is adjacent to a body of water.
We're gonna be alright. I'm yours, you're mine. Our love is once in a lifetime. We're gonna be alright, even on the line, 'cause our love is once in a lifetime. I said it once, I'll say it time and again. You, my love, I'll be yours till the end. And so our story goes, you're all I'll ever know. We're gonna be alright. I'm yours, you're mine. Our love is once in a lifetime. We're gonna be alright, even on the line, 'cause our love is once in a lifetime.
Hope we're not breaking any speed limits. That's without pedaling.
When you heard, I heard, 'cause your heart is there.